At 12:17 a.m., a night watchman reported hearing the clock tower chime once, not 12 times, not on the hour, just once. The building was locked, the rehearsal rooms were empty, and the tower stairs had already been checked. Victoria Theatre and Concert Hall began as part of Singapore's colonial civic life. The older town hall was completed in 1862. Decades later, Victoria Memorial Hall was added, and between them rose the clock tower, a narrow spine of stone, stairs, bells, and locked doors. The watchman's route was simple. Check the side doors, cross the concert hall corridor, unlock the service stair, climb toward the clock mechanism, and sign the inspection sheet. The climb was short, but according to staff, no one ever liked doing it after midnight. He was halfway down when he heard it. A single violin note, thin, controlled, like someone testing a string before rehearsal. He checked the room. The chairs were stacked. The windows were shut. The instrument cases were locked. When he returned to the stairwell, the beam of his flashlight caught the lower half of a man standing 3 flights above him. White trousers, dark shoes, one hand resting on the railing. The watchman called out. The man began walking upward. What disturbed him later was not the figure itself. It was the clothing, the cut of the jacket, the old collar, the polished shoes. He told another guard it looked like a man who had stepped out of a photograph and forgotten what year it was. He followed the man upward, but at the landing near the clock machinery, the service door was closed, locked from the inside. The watchman radioed the ground desk. No one answered. Then, from behind the door, something tapped the wood 3 times. Below him, the concert hall answered, not with music, with fragments, 1 piano key, 1 violin note, a low brass vibration from nowhere. Each sound came from a different part of the locked building, as if something unseen was checking whether the room still remembered it. Maintenance records later showed no scheduled work that night, no rehearsal, no test of the bells, but the watchman claimed he saw the minute hand shift backward by 1 mark, then another. The tower was not counting forward. It was returning to something. At 4:06 a.m., he wrote 1 sentence on the incident form. There was a man in the clock tower who did not want the bell repaired. By sunrise, he had resigned. Staff later said he refused to walk past the building for years. Today, visitors see a restored landmark, bright, elegant, carefully preserved. But those who worked late remembered something else. Footsteps above empty staircases, single notes from locked rooms, and a colonial figure climbing toward the clock, as if still keeping time for a Singapore that no longer exists.